Right, this is a different kind of video altogether. I just thought I'd do something a little bit more off topic and something else that I'm really interested in. As you can see, this is not a steam engine, it's a bicycle. In fact, this is a 1964 Carlton Flyer. Carlton cycles are a bit of a passion of mine. This was a bike which I purchased just as a frame in 2005. It was about £100 just for the frame. Now, this particular bike I've built up over the last 3.5 years. It's cost close to about £1,000 to get it to this state now. In as much as that a lot of the parts are either difficult to find or they just don't make them anymore. So this one's been put together or restored with a mixture of new old stock parts, classic parts which I've either sourced on eBay or bike shops, or bits and pieces from my own workshop. So like I say, the frame is 1964. It's built with Reynolds 531 double butted tubing, which was then, you can still get it, which was then the de facto standard bicycle tubing. Unlike, say, some of my steam engine restorations, this has taken an awful long time to do, and it's been built up slowly as and when parts become available. If you know anything about bicycles at all, you know that the finest parts for bicycles in many respects were made in Italy by Campagnolo. So this one has Campagnolo hubs, quick release hubs. It has a Campagnolo Grand Sport headset or headset here. It has Campagnolo front and rear derailleur, a rear Grand Sport changer. It has a 2005 double chain wheel on the bottom bracket, which is a 42-52 tooth affair. It has Campagnolo levers, Campagnolo just about everywhere. The only thing that is quite English are what we call the GB brakes. These are GB Courier 66s, and those were originally introduced in about 61, and they would have been on a bike of this stature. Now, a bike like this would have been more or less entirely handmade. Frames would have been hand brazed and finished, painted, filleted. Carlton were very much sort of a hand-built, affordable bicycle manufacturer that were held in great esteem. They were finally phased out in the 80s by Raleigh. You can read a few bits and pieces about it on my website. Some of the newer parts I've purchased of this is a lovely Brooks Honey saddle, which is the only sort of saddle that you should have on a bike. The Cellini handlebars were new old stock because I just couldn't get the GB ones that I wanted for the time. Even down to the decals on this, which I know we have Mammold decals. The decals on these are extremely difficult to get hold of. These are reproductions which we can buy. They're about £20 a set. These here, which are the Reynolds 4-tube decals, and there's another decal down there to say what sort of tubing it is. They have to be of the correct period. Those were about £20 just for 3 small decals. But if you need to set the bike off, then you need to get the correct parts. Just like you need the correct parts, be it for a Bowman or for a Hobbies or a Mammold. I only ever ride this bike in very good weather. It's just too valuable to ride in any other conditions. Basically, it rides superbly. It's incredibly light, and overall, it's my absolute pride and joy. I would say, you know, it's this to me is on a par with my SE4, in as much as that the amount of time and effort it's taken to get hold of one and to actually restore one and actually own one. It really is, you know, been an absolute sort of pride and a joy for me, as much as that I've always wanted to have a quality, lightweight, classic bicycle. Obviously, it's nothing today like the titanium and carbon clones that you see riding around, mostly by idiots wearing lycra look-alike racer outfits. This is a proper bicycle. So there you have it. This is a little bit different, I suppose, really, but I just thought I'd just share something a little bit other than steam engines with you, and there you have it. It more or less stays in my hallway because I haven't got much space to keep the rest of the other bikes, and there you have it.